Oh, I thought I was the Charmander for a moment. I was like, what are you doing in my bed? Very confused.
Yeah, we're trying to get chestnuts.
Not what I wanted to do.
Freaking me, I'm a little zonked today.
Speaking of that, welcome back everybody. We are grinding as well. Oh, we're silver already.
Where were the chestnuts?
What were they?
Yeah, where were the chestnuts?
Some forest. See if I can find it.
Frosty Forest?
No, I think they were in the Sinister Woods.
You sure?
I think so. I could just ask. Hey, where are your chestnuts? Uproar Forest.
Okay.
Why can't you fucking peel them on your own, you jerk?
Because they're fuzzy and they stick to them.
Yeah.
They're all prickly.
There we go. We can just go get some if you wanted to.
I think we should take some missions there if we can.
I don't know if there's any. Have a good look.
We may have to abandon some of our current missions. We may have to max them out.
True. I wish there was a mystery dungeon that you could be any Pokemon.
That would take way too much data.
I guess so, but you could also evolve quicker. There is none. You could just go there.
Yeah. Yeah, what the hell? We'll just go there.
Okay.
Or we could go to Mount Freeze for those 2 missions and then go there.
Sure. Well, we have pretty much essentially have to grind, kind of. Like, as soon as you get more peeled chestnuts, the story continues.
Yes.
So, this one?
Mount Freeze.
It's a dungeon, apparently. Run all the way past everything.
Well, yeah, this was how far we went when we done fucked up.
No, everyone else done fucked up. Floor 9, alright. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. What's that? That is a heal ribbon.
That'll just heal us over time?
I believe it does.
Huh.
Info. Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Speeds up the Pokemon's natural regeneration. His Pokemon belly will go down faster, however.
Ooh. Crazy.
Which hasn't really affected us, but in the longer dungeons it definitely will.
Yeah.
Which is not that big a deal, because unless you're gonna be a dumbass about shit again.
I thought that said Sylveon picked something up for a second there, and I was like, wait, what?
Pardon?
Shelgon. Okay, it's a Shelgon.
Hi, Shelgon. Ow. Fuck you. Yeah.
I was like, Sylveon doesn't exist yet.
Oh, we can only get a Swablu.
Hooray for Swablu.
I don't like Swablu all that much. I actually don't like it at all.
Oh, hello, Riffti.
You, but I don't like Altaria being a dragon type.
I know Riffti likes it.
I do like its mega form though. Like the fact that she gets like a hat.
Puffy hat?
Yeah, I was like, why? It's so dumb, but I love it.
I like it uniquely as a fairy dragon type.
Is it now a fairy dragon?
When it mega evolves, yeah.
Ah.
In its regular form, it's flying dragon.
Yeah.
Then when it mega evolves, it's fairy dragon.
I don't like the fact that it's a goddamn dragon type. I mean, maybe I just don't know the lore behind it and why it is what it is, but it just bothers me.
Oh yeah, so the Mars Shadow event, by the time this goes up, will either be active for North America finally,
or
will be just starting.
Ah.
And it's October 9th that it starts.
Okay. What is the event for?
It just gives you a Mars Shadow.
Oh.
You gotta go to GameStop to get a serial code for it. You get a Mars Shadow.
Gotcha.
My issue with it is that in Japan, the Mars Shadow event started it in July and ended on like September 30th.
Yeah.
And in Europe, it started a couple weeks ago, like mid to late September-ish.
Yeah.
And is going until November.
Okay.
Like just early November. In North America, it is from the 9th to the 26th of October.
I kind of get that, though. It almost feels like an exclusive Halloween thing.
Which, sure. Except it's been released in both other major regions. A, earlier, and B, for a longer time. It doesn't even go until Halloween.
True.
Like,
I guess. I guess I'm just not as worried about it.
Yeah.
I probably won't even get one.
Yeah.
Simply because, I don't know. I stopped playing Pokemon for a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna get it just for the sake of so that when Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon come out, that,
I had a question for you about that.
Sure.
How did you guys pick yours last time, you and Riffti?
Me? I asked her what she wanted because I got to choose which of Alpha
so
Sapphire rubies.
Are you getting to pick this time? Because it's...
No, I let her pick again. Because it's going to release around her birthday.
Huh.
I mean, not that it super matters. So.
No. Eventually, because you guys will have both, you'll have all the Pokemon anyways, so... Yes.
I'll probably get most of mine from online trading anyway.
Yeah. Nope. Oh, we can have Zangus now. 12th floor, or 3 more floors. I just wasn't sure because I know you mentioned before that you like to back and forth it like that.
Yeah.
And we had talked about it before. Oh, what is that?
Taunt.
Lame.
Taunt is a really good move.
Well, it's lame to me.
Alright.
Simply because I'm more of an aggressive player when it comes to Pokemon, so I prefer like Fire Blast and all that kind of stuff.
Taunt is like hashtag best move though. Seriously, it is. It prevents your opponent from using any statusy moves.
Yeah.
So they can't Sleep Powder you, they can't Leech Seed, they can't Stun Spore, Thunder Wave, Toxic, all that shit that makes things difficult in the long run. They can't do any of it. They can't Wish or Slack Off or Rest or...
That's fine. Really? I mean, yeah, those get annoying, but they don't really bother me all that much.
Yeah. They're very prevalent in competitive battling.
I bet.
Very rarely do you have 4 attacks guys unless they're like choice banded and ridiculously strong.
What is there any new tournament coming up soon for that? Like competitive battling? Like in our area?
They recently had the Mega Melee, which was weird. It was a tournament that you could only use Pokemon capable of Mega Evolving. They had to be holding their Mega Stones, and when you got into battle, you got to pick one to go in.
So it was 1-on-1 technically.
Yeah, 1v1 Mega Evolutions only. With the exception of Mewtwo, Rayquaza, and Diancie were not allowed.
Because you're like, fucking OP as shit?
No, because they're legendaries.
Ah.
Because you want to talk about which one's OP as fucking shit is Mega Salamence. Mega Salamence is broke as fuck.
That is one design I don't like.
Mega Salamence?
Yeah.
The design doesn't have to be good. They make them... Did you get the guy we were supposed to do?
Yeah, he's on this floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There he is, right there.
Yeah. But yeah, Mega Salamence gets stupid bulkier and then gets the Aerial Aid ability so he can run a normal type move instead of his lack of a flying type move coverage.
Yeah.
And then the flying type move is more powerful than it would be otherwise. So you run him with like just double edge because nothing really resists flying that powerful. And then you can give him like Roost, Dragon Dance, and like Refresh for his other 3 things. You can't even burn him. Like he's just ridiculously strong.
I'm always the kind of person, I have nothing to eat.
Well, you only gotta talk to this guy and then you have to leave.
True. If I can get there. Fucking bug. Thank you. Yes, thank you. God, I hate that so much.
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to leave now. Thank you. Yes. My hand hurt.
But yeah, Salamence, stupid strong. Try to think of which of the other Megas were dumb strong. Mega Blaziken.
I thought Mega Rayquaza was also like ridiculously powerful too.
Mega Rayquaza is broken, like in every sense of the word, because he's the only Mega that doesn't need to hold a Mega Stone.
Really?
Yep, he just needs to know the move Dragon Ascent, and he's allowed to Mega Evolve. And as a result,
Does he have a stone?
Nope.
Oh.
There isn't a Mega Stone. He just needs to know that move, and he gets to Mega Evolve, which means he gets to hold an item in addition to being able to Mega Evolve, which is kind of the trade-off that all the other Mega Evolutions have.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Like, Garchomp is an example of a Mega that doesn't get used a lot, because Garchomp is better without a Mega Stone. A, when he Mega Evolves, his speed goes down just that little bit, that makes him slower than a lot of the other big competitive guys. And number 2 is that with a Choice Scarf, and how fast he can be with that, it's a lot better.
Gotcha.
Compared to the small power boost you get from Mega Garchomp.
Well, we're going up our forest, right?
Sure, unless we wanted to check if there was a mission there first, but...
Too late. Oops.
So let's try to get, like, 2 or 3 chestnuts.
I will run around what I can find. There's spiky stupid shit, so they're obviously...
Or we'll just go to the end of the dungeon.
Yeah, well, we have to now, anyways. We can't leave until we get there.
But yeah, yeah, there are some Megas that just don't see use because of the item thing.
Yeah.
And because Mega Rayquaza does not require a Mega Stone, there's no downside to using Mega Rayquaza unless you want to use a different Mega on your team.
Yeah. I kind of think it's lame that only one Mega can evolve at once. As in, like, you can only have one Mega evolution per battle.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of stupid.
I
get it, but I think it's kind of dumb.
Yeah. We should be exploring... Yeah, you got it.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You see that?
I agree and disagree. I agree because...
No.
Oh, come on. We don't have a C-Dot yet.
We don't?
No, we don't.
Alright, well, now we do.
I'm like 90% sure we don't have a C-Dot yet. Because the last time we were here, we couldn't recruit anybody.
What are we gonna name this? C-Dot.
I'm gonna go with... Waiting for this to load, and then...
I don't think waiting for this to load will fit.
Super Rats?
Sure. Spell that?
Just... Rats is with a Z. That's it.
Is oops.
Other than just Super Rats. With 2 words.
Oh, so there's a space there then.
Oh, hey, look. It's a good old thing. I went to our page. If you've earned less from ads recently, it may be because some of your videos have been identified as not suitable for all advertisers. It's like, alright, fine then. Just give me the advertisers that are fine with advertising on it. Like...
Yes.
I think that's my biggest problem with the adpocalypse as it is that, sure, there's not going to be an extra big room, so there's not going to be really any items in the hallways.
Nope.
Sure, not suitable for all advertisers. Fine. For whatever reason, I have no issue with you picking advertisers over content creators. Whatever. The advertisers have the money that they can withdraw, and then you'd have nothing to give your creators.
True. It's more. I understand that logic, but it's more of a principle at that point.
Yeah.
But to your point.
Yeah.
Ow! Shit.
Like, my major bit with it comes down to, again, I don't see what, like, if one advertiser isn't gonna pay for the space, then you know another one would.
Clearly not. Oh, shit.
Well, no, the option doesn't appear to have been, like, gone through. I understand some of the shit that's been on YouTube lately, and why you'd want to pull advertising as a result of that. But rather than make everyone conform to, you know, your advert or your content needs to be appropriate for 5-year-olds, especially because most of the ads that are on YouTube are not targeted for 5-year-olds.
That's exactly the issue.
Yeah, like...
That's what was one of the issues.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue, is that, like, I get ads for alcohol and trucks, and I'm like, yeah, 5-year-old is going to be really, really dipping into that Corona lime. Like...
They're the proper 5-year-olds, yeah. That's an apple. I don't care about that.
Yeah. Like, you get what I mean, though.
No,
like,
yeah.
So, why... I could get an alcohol not wanting to be associated with, like, well, what was it that happened recently? There was that KKK march that had tiki torches or whatever.
Yeah.
And Tiki was like, we are not associated with this.
Yeah.
Like, cool. I totally get, like, something along those lines, where, like, an advertiser doesn't want to be associated with someone who's uploading, like, blatantly racist content or whatever the case. I get it. but you're putting it or together basically a blanket punishment for everyone that doesn't fit the crime being committed, essentially.
Yeah.
I think what you need, less so than what they have, is more something along the lines of, you know, hey, better, like, content review process, essentially.
Or, you know, don't censor people.
Yeah.
People should be allowed to say whatever they want to say online.
I don't disagree, but the thing is, paying them for it.
The whole point of YouTube originally was to people to have a means to say things they couldn't say anywhere else. You take that that was the baseline away, and there's no point. Now YouTube is useless because the platform it started out at is no longer the platform it has become. It is now a thing that's too scared to actually stand up for its creators, who have been the things that have been there the longest, making a fucking name for itself. Because the masses, the social justice warriors, the fucking idiots, can't handle someone else's different opinion. And it bothers me. It's like, it would be like if you had a boss that you had an issue with another client, or like another worker, and the worker was like, oh, this guy's bullying me, he's, you know, calling me names and all this stuff, and you're not. You're having a simple conversation, you happen to say, I disagree with your statement, I think that I think your opinion is kind of stupid, which you have every right to say. Where he runs off to the boss and instead of the boss saying like, well, I mean, he's allowed to say that, firing you. Because you said you happen to disagree with this person's opinion. It's like, that's not fair. That's super not fair.
The major difference is that they're not, like, firing anybody. Nobody's losing their channel or getting kicked off of the site. It's just a matter of, oh, well, we're not going to pay you for what you do
Okay,
anymore.
but that's essentially people make their lives YouTube. YouTube is their job. You start fucking siding with the person who hasn't been on your website for their job for years. What kind of background does that tell people? That says YouTube isn't worth standing with their fucking content creators who have been here longer. They're too worried about what the masses will think, not supporting their
Well, they're not
people.
concerned with the masses.
Oh shit.
That aspect is incorrect, because it's not a matter of social justice warriors or things along those lines. What it is that advertisers have threatened to remove
Yes,
their
I'm
support.
aware. I am still confused. There we go.
Yeah.
And, okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to agree to disagree, because most of the channels that I see
Yeah.
that talk about the adpocalypse have had their problems because of people who identify as social justice warriors or hardcore feminists who disagree with their comment, therefore complain about it. And then shit just kinda gets blown out of proportion.
I don't mean to down on anything here. I don't think that they quite understand the entirety of it.
Well, I mean, I guess so, but that's their opinion about it.
And it can be their opinion entirely. It doesn't make it correct.
I'm aware. I think the world is getting too PC about a lot of stuff, and the world's not a nice place.
It's not.
But it doesn't have to be a terrible place. But I feel like people are getting too touchy about a lot of stuff. Too touchy. Stop it! They're getting too... You said something I disagree with, therefore my whole world has ended. And I feel like that's fine. Just leave it not online, because that's exactly what online is for. It's for voicing opinions that might be unpopular. You can't handle it, don't be a part of that. You can handle it, you can stay. Of course. And I feel like a lot of people who can't handle it are what's causing a lot of the problems. In my opinion.
Yeah.
We don't really have to worry about anything because we are
Well, no, we do have to worry about
I guess so, but we're not really that popular anyways. It's not like we're losing a lot.
We're losing quite a bit, actually. Because here's the problem, is that if we get the flag now, then we don't get off the flag right now.
Well, I more meant, like, we don't really make money off of YouTube anyways. Not really.
Okay, but...
Is what I'm talking about.
And my concern so far has not been about money, for now. The problem is that by getting these flags, it also winds up that we basically don't show up in search unless you're searching specifically for us.
Yeah.
So if someone looked up Mystery Dungeon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something that we're playing right now. Because some of our videos have been deemed, it's not suitable for whoever might be looking up Mystery Dungeon.
I have nothing to eat. Oh, apple.
You can go get that apple
I can.
back there. But because our content has been viewed as not suitable for that, it will not show up as a suggestion for somebody looking for that. Even though they may enjoy it and be here, it will not show up for them. And that's my major issue with it.
Oh, and I could totally agree that that's an issue.
And how it applies to us specifically.
The whole thing, it just bothers me more that YouTube is rather... I just don't feel like they're... Oh, there was a fucking gummy over here I could have eaten. I don't know. It doesn't seem like they're sticking behind the people they should be sticking behind. And that bothers me. But I'm not, like, in my opinion, like, I'm not really a big content creator. I don't really do all that much. I do this, which is fun as fuck.
Yeah.
But I don't really feel like I have much of a, like, I don't get a right to say anything because I'm not really that affected by it. There have not been one single peeled thing at all. Oh god.
There has not.
Not yet. I don't know how. I don't remember how many floors this is. Ah, shit.
You know, I don't actually know either. I want to say it was like 10, maybe 7.
Fucking, maybe.
But yeah, like this, it's a lot of hoops to jump through. Like right now, when it comes to my streaming, I've actually been telling a lot of people that I don't intend to continue streaming on YouTube forever. I will probably be giving it up the second that Twitch makes an offer, which is one of those looming things, because with how Twitch does their algorithm, essentially, it's once you hit so many followers and so many views, they make the offer.
Yeah.
Enough people are interested in you that we will make this offer. It means that you're entitled to a number of the programs there, so you can take things like bits, donations, and things, whatnot.
Yeah.
But the trade-off is you become Twitch exclusive.
Yeah.
So, and I used to be very, like, on the fence about that kind of a thing, where I was like, I don't want to ostracize the YouTube audience that I've garnered over the years, because, you know, they've been there and they've supported me. On the same front, though, my audience has supported me, YouTube itself has not.
Yeah.
And YouTube itself continues to get worse for all sorts of things. Like, I think we might have discussed it on the podcast. I don't 100% remember, but
Well, we lost C-Dot.
Nintendo recently made a change to their partner program, which
Yeah.
we are not a part of, thankfully. But if you are part of their partner program, you cannot stream Nintendo games on YouTube.
Only on Twitch?
They don't have a partnership agreement with Twitch. But there is a YouTube partner agreement for Nintendo, which makes you, like, technically a reviewer or anything sort of like that. So they'll occasionally send you review copies of stuff. An example, that one video gamer, Gerard Khalil, is one of the partner programs. He's developed a very good, nurtured relationship with Nintendo as a company over, you know, a number of years. So it's a very different thing. They send him, like, you know, the advanced copies, full sets of amiibo, etc., for review sake, which I already don't agree with. I find it unfair that, okay, if I want to give you part of my revenue, it means I won't have to sit in line and you'll make sure that I get everything, all of this entire collection. Like, cool. It's like selling your soul to the devil, essentially. Like, you're no longer allowed to express your own opinion. You're expressing Nintendo's opinion. You can show exactly what they tell you that you can show. But, here, have the free stuff, have the stuff.
Well, I mean... Oh, we have Roselia.
Cool.
Do we already have one?
No, to my knowledge. I don't think we had got anything here. Queen of Wars.
I don't know if that's gonna fit, but I'll try.
Probably cut out spaces.
I meant like in general.
Yeah. But yeah. So, it's that kind of a thing. Like,
Nope.
I thought we get 10 characters. Yeah, just
Queen of War.
That's fine.
That's a good name for Roselia.
Cool. But yeah,
How
it's
many
like,
friends?
I already didn't want to join the program because I didn't want to give up my right to an opinion and to limit what I'm allowed to do. Which, I mean, they already technically limited anyway with withdrawing revenue because they get to claim everything. And even if you do, they still claim something like 70%. So it's like, it's not a worthwhile deal. And now you add on top of it, you can't stream a Nintendo thing because they don't have the same kind of control over that as they do as a video. So, cool, I could get all the amiibo if I managed to somehow score myself to be popular enough that enough people would watch. They would send me all that shit.
Yep.
But I would lose out on an opinion.
Yep.
And not be allowed to stream.
So, how many more viewers do you need to get to?
On Twitch?
Yeah.
I need 13 followers.
How many do you have now? Normally.
37?
And they haven't given you the... Like, they haven't asked you yet?
You have to hit 50.
Oh, that was what I was asking about.
Yeah, you have to hit 50, and I have 37.
That's not bad.
So I've been slowly rising. I get one every couple of streams, which isn't bad, and it's kind of one of those things where with persistence, I'm hoping it will be exponential growth. So yeah, it's 1 or 2 now, but once there's, 10 or so people watching, it's no longer at the bottom of what's being watched right now, and slowly kind of works its way up.
True.
That's a matter of persistence and luck. So between those two things, I don't know how quick it's going to be, but once it happens, I will use Twitch's integration program to move the streams over to YouTube after as videos, but I won't be streaming on YouTube anymore. And I feel kind of bad for, again, my YouTube subscribers at this point, because I've actually been getting a lot more YouTube subscribers lately with streaming as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I thank you for the sub, but, like, this is a sinking ship for me.
That's so... Oh my god, I'm getting really annoyed. I'm really fucking mad right now.
At the lack of chestnuts?
No, at the fucking fact it's slow.
Because you have 2 guys with growth? Which is
No, just like in general. This game has always been super slow. Like, paced in general, and it drives me up the wall.
Well, we could always stop if you don't want to be,
I don't know. I mean, the worst case scenario, we won't find anything. We'll have to just do more...
Yeah.
Do more grinding.
The fact that we found no chestnuts is kind of discouraging.
I know, I don't know what, like, sparks that. Fucking...
I was gonna say it's paralyzed, just leave.
I take, like, but I just take one step, and it has to go through all of their turns before I can do anything again, and I'm just like, god damn it.
You got a little grass squad.
I like Roselia, actually. I don't like Rosewood as much as I thought I would.
I like shiny Roserade.
It isn't the things just switch?
No. The roses are black and purple.
Oh. Nice.
And then the like many grass types, the green is a little like faded, like almost like a little bit later in the season.
Yeah. They should make it like I think they should make every grass type have a seasonal difference.
I think the problem, like, do you mean like as they're shiny or as like
just in general?
In general.
That's the same way Sawsbuck does.
Yeah, it's a lot of programming though, and it would take away Sawsbuck's only gimmick.
I think it's cool. Sawsbuck having it is what made me want the others to have it.
Yeah.
Because I think Like a Leafeon would look really cool if it had like cherry blossom petals for spring.
Yeah. Again, though, the problem is space. There are probably, I'd guess, at least 100 grass-type Pokemon. And to give them all seasonal things would add 400 additional game models for the new stuff. Or 400 sprites if you were talking the old ones. So, that's a lot of data.
Well, they're putting it on the Switch, so...
Switch cartridges are read-only.
What?
Switch cartridges, like the game cards.
Yeah.
They're read-only.
Oh! Oh, it's a monster. Oh god, no.
What the fuck's a monster house? And can we beat it in 30 seconds?
We cannot.
Alright, so we'll see you at the monster house next time.
Alright, see you later, everybody.